Ah, mon ami, here you are. And I started to wonder if my letter found you well. Well, since I've stopped asking my maid to deliver my correspondence, I never know what makes it to the addressee or not. She still works for me, yes, but I do not trust her anymore. How so? Mm, let's not talk about this here, mon ami. Too many eavesdroppers. Come and pretend to enjoy a nice walk with me. I know. It's not hard when you're in Versailles gardens. Why the long face? Look around you, mon ami. This place, the pride and joy of the whole country, of the whole kingdom, envied by so many countries. The incarnation of what is so wrong with my dear France. Come on, don't act all innocent with me. I'm sure you know way more than I do about the whole situation. Or I should say, what's brewing here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, would you? Did your king send you to observe the dawning turmoil and learn from our monarchy's mistakes? Oh, silence, mon ami. Really? I guess that's an answer in itself. Ah, yes, Versailles. The epitome of France's downfall. Or I should say, its aristocracy's downfall. My reasoning, easy enough. It is so far detached from reality. Every time I come here, it feels like entering a bubble of ostentatious luxury and magic, an illusion of beauty and happiness. But just like the people here, well, not all of them, of course, I'm not counting you in, mon ami. It's oh so artificial, fake, a world within a world, a place that doesn't care about the outside. Do you see where this is going? The ones who are supposed to rule, to care, to protect, to help, they don't even go to Paris to see how the people there live, how life is in the countryside. They don't even see what's so clear under their own noses. Yes, the fall of a centuries-old kingdom. France is on the brink of tremendous changes. Anger, jealousy, thirst for power, poverty. Everything is in place for révolution. How do I know of this? Mon ami, we've known each other for, what, a few years now, and you still doubt my resourcefulness. I have my ways of knowing what's happening outside of these golden walls. Little birds flying here and there across the whole country, and some even Europe. They tell me stories, send me notes. I have eyes and ears everywhere, mon ami. That's how resourceful I am, and how useful I could be to, let's say, another kingdom. A kingdom located on the other side of a channel. You got my point, indeed. I am looking for a way out of here. I will not sink with a ship that I've despised for years. Call me a rat, but I prefer to flee and live than perish an abominable death. Mon ami, do you really believe that a revolution can unfold peacefully? Don't be so naive. Or is it fear that clouds your judgment? Fear of something similar happening in your own kingdom? Once again, look around you. All these people, laughing, playing, getting so bored out of their minds that they have to find new ways to distract themselves every single day. Our dearest queen is probably the most compelling example of what's wrong with this place. I'm sure you've heard of her fantasies. One day she wants to become a shepherdess, so the whole country needs to oblige. A farm is built on Versailles' premises. Livestock is brought here, but not any livestock. No, hand-picked animals. They need to be beautiful, clean, quiet, and tamed. The farm must be pristine at all times. It needs to smell good, always. This whole operation costs so much unnecessary money and lasted only a few days, just because of one of the queen's passing fantasies. Exactly. And while this is happening here, and Versailles is delighted at seeing dear Marie Antoinette having the time of her life. But they all forgot who feeds us, who takes care of us. All this while they drown in luxury and meaningless parties. And of course, what is happening in Versailles is known across the whole world. Otherwise, where would be the fun of it all if no other king or queen would know how our rulers enjoy themselves? What is happening today? The clamor we start to hear here and there, it's only a logical consequence of years and years of superfluous lifestyle of Versailles. Yes, I hate this place. Always have. I blame our beloved Louis XIV for all this. Dear Roi Soleil, the Sun King. Ah. Why do I come back here then? Mon ami, you do understand that I do not have much of a choice, do you? Where my husband goes, I follow, just like a pretty little shadow, here for appearance's sake only, to look nice and beautiful, to distract, to attract. I am nothing, and I cannot do much, just because I am exactly a woman. I was born in the wrong body, wasn't I? Imagine what I could have done if I were born a man. What I could have changed. What I could have reformed for the sake of my country, of its people. But it seems that God had other plans for me. Non, mon ami, I am not plotting against my king. His Royal Highness makes things so much easier for me on his own. I do not have to do anything. Just sit back and watch history unfold before my very eyes. As I said, all that is going to happen, that is already happening, is only a logical consequence of years of mistakes, of disinterest. I do not even have to lift a finger. Everything will collapse with time. I do have somewhat of a say, or I should say power, here and there. That is true. But nothing concrete, nothing tangible. Only whispers to men's ears, manipulation, seduction. I need puppets to try and change things. And no matter how hard I've tried, it didn't bear any fruit. I wonder, is this what the Marquis de Vauban experienced? This frustration of so many ideas piling up in his mind, so many great ideas of peace and prosperity of his country, reduced to nothing because of the king's temperament. I've read all his memoirs. A visionary, someone who should have been king instead of the king. Alas, things do not work out the way we think or want them to. Mon ami, I did not ask you here to only talk ill about this place. As I said, I need a way out. I refuse to die here. Of course it will come to that. I'm sure you know that better than I do. No revolution is peaceful. And with all this, how do you think the people will react? There will be blood, and a lot of it, and death, and a lot of it. This will send a message to all kingdoms across the world. Beware of your people. Do not forget them. No, I am no seer. I just have a vivid imagination, and it usually becomes true. So, mon ami, do you believe there's a place for me on your ship back to England? My husband, what about him? No, he will stay here. It should be no secret to you, mon ami. The marriage I am in today is, as so many others, an arranged one. A way for my father to access a higher social class, to earn more money, more prestige. This is what we were made for, women. Also, I've been taught since my birth. We are a tool to ascension. Nothing else, nothing more. Oh, and bringing lineage to this world too. Very important. You know me, mon ami. I've always been the black sheep of my family and the whole order of things, I believe. You also know that you are the one I've chosen many years ago. But because of you being English, my family refused our alliance. Do you really believe I've forgotten, mon ami? Of course not. I think about it every single day. And amongst all the things I've said today, it is probably the most frustrating one to me. Being denied the person I love the most in life because of politics. And yet, I got to learn your language because it could be useful. What a paradox. This is also why I hold a grudge against my own country, my family, and this place, mon ami. Because it took you away from me. So, if there's one chance for us to mend things, to start something anew, it's this upcoming revolution. What I'm trying to ask is, Would you build a new life with me on the ashes of a French monarchy?